What's going on, everybody? I'm Eating Things, and you're watching Less Than Rhetorical, and today we are talking all about positioning. But before we get into that, let's first of all shoot the radio. And also, if you haven't already done so, smash that like button on this channel. I am trying to get to 50 subscribers on the YouTube channel by the end of 2024. So by all means, give me some help in doing that. Share this with a friend. Make sure you like the content. It really does help the algorithm, helps me get the content in front of more viewers. So I really appreciate you guys for watching this, and stay tuned, because we're going to talk about the two different kinds of positioning today. And what you're really going to learn is that positioning is actually not really about where you are. And I hear this all the time. I hear people that are like, okay, well, I die because I was out of position. This was a bad position to hold. I was holding here. I got shot from behind. I was holding, here in the room, and I got shot from here, or I was trying to contest over here from here, and I was in a bad position. Well, or I like this one, actually. People will talk about, well, you're just standing in the middle of a room right here. This is a bad position. You should be up close to, some cover or something like that, or behind cover and be able to hold a little bit of a pixel angle or something. Well, here's the real truth to positioning. And this is the part that I have learned over the past, I would say, few years, that has really started to click with me about improving my gameplay in Rainbow Six. And it's that positioning is not about where you stand at all. It's all about where the other team is. So where is the other team? If they are over here on this window, then my position of here is a bad position. Yes, I might be able to fight the window like this, but I'm exposed, hold on, clarification. If they are over here on this window and over here on this balcony, then here is a bad position, because now I'm exposed to two different angles. However, if I know there's only one guy alive and he's out on this balcony and there's nobody on this window, then me standing here is not a bad position, even though I'm exposed to this window, but there's nobody out that window. So my positioning is maybe all right in this case, although I wouldn't necessarily say this is a good position. I think over here is a far better position over here on this side. But that's just because, when somebody's outside, you can't always track when they rotate. But this is what I'm saying makes sense. I hope it makes sense. The point that I'm making in this is where you stand or where you position yourself all depends on where the other team is. If they are over here outside this big window, then I need to make sure not to expose myself to that big window. I need to make sure that I am safe from that big window. I can't stand here reliably and fight somebody on the white stairs, because I'm exposed to being wall banged by the big window. And so knowing that someone's out on that big window takes away this position from me being able to play it. That's why, as an attacking team, it's so important to open up ghost pressure, to open up windows, to open up other windows, so that the defense feels like, oh my goodness, they could be coming from here, they could be coming from there. If I open up this window down here at the bottom of white stairs, then they could be coming from here. And so now, as a defender, I have to worry about more angles the more pressure the attackers put on me. The more places they open up, the less positions are available for me to play. And so there's two different types of positioning in the game of Rainbow Six Siege. And the first one is the one I'm talking about. It's solo positioning. Solo positioning is all dependent on where the other team is coming from and where you can potentially be shot from. As an experienced player, I know late round, most people like to come through this door. So I need to make sure that I'm not exposing myself to that door. Now, that was not at all what I meant to do. I might put up a shield and say, okay, well, I'm no longer exposed to that door because I can play behind this shield now. All right? But if this breach gets opened up, then I can't play in this position. So I'd have to back up. But if I have to worry about white stairs, then maybe I can't play this shield at all because or I have to worry about this window, then maybe this is no longer a good position. But if I know where they are coming from, or maybe if I angle my shield slightly, like that, all right? Now, if I know where they are coming from, I can position myself in a position where I can't be shot from that window, I can't be shot from that door, I can't be shot from this window, I can't be shot from attic, I can't be shot from the trophy door, I can't be shot from the main breach. All because I am positioning myself in a spot where I cannot be shot. And this is why utility is important as a defense. Setting up correct utility, it will help you so much with determining your positioning. For example, let's say I put barbed wire on this staircase. Well, now I know that I can play here. Back this position right here until this window gets opened up, and even then I can back up and play back here. I don't have to worry about this staircase because I can hear the barbed wire. If somebody starts walking up that staircase, I'll hear the new sound when you walk through barbed wire, by the way. If you didn't know, barbed wire gives you 5 hit damage for every step you take through it. And so I can position myself appropriately based on where that barbed wire is. I don't even need this shield. I can really just kind of hold right here. And I've got a nice little pixel angle that I can play off of. If I'm not too worried about this window, then maybe I can play in here. But, you know, I would change my position if I heard someone coming up that barbed wire. Sorry, I digress. The point is, that's the first type of positioning. If I play in this room here, I have to think about where can I be shot from. Well, this is soft. So I could be shot from this window through here. And just to show you what I'm talking about, there's the angle. So I could be shot from that window if I play over here. I could be shot from this window. I could be shot from anywhere over here if this is open, if the breach is open, or if anywhere over here if this is open. But until those things get open, I have more positions that I can play. So what I might do to set up for success in the beginning is I might say, well, in my sight setup, I don't want to get shot by this window, so I'm going to reinforce this wall. And that improves my positioning because now I've got more angles that I can stand in, more places that I can stand in here and be safe. That is the first type of positioning, which is solo positioning, which is all about you. It's all about you being safe because positioning is really about not getting shot in the back. I mean, let's just call it what it is, right? I mean, yes, there is things like knowing about perspective and, you know, positioning yourself to take advantage of perspective. Okay, there's definitely things like that, which I've got other videos to discuss. But positioning is really all about not getting shot from the sides or from the back from people that you didn't anticipate. So you can take the one-on-one gunfight that you want to take and win that gunfight. The second type of positioning is team positioning. So let me explain what I mean by team positioning. Team positioning is where you are positioned in a location that is going to play off of and with your teammates. All right? Let me explain what I mean. If I am in this position right here, I can cover the big window hop in. I can also fight the guy that comes in trophy door. I can also protect against maybe a little bit against the attic walk-in or against somebody who's pushing up through the white stairs because I can swing them. I can, if this is open, again, proper site setup allows this to happen. I can come in here and swing the breach, provided that I am not exposing myself to this window right here. So there's a lot of different things I can do from this position. That's all solo positioning. As a team, if I play another person in this position, between the two of us, we have full site control. Because no one can get into this window here because I can defend it from the attic. No one can come in through game's breach because I can defend it from attic. And if I die, then this player can swing at the same time and refrag me. So we have the potential now to play together and refrag each other. But we're not close. All right? Refragging is not always about being in the same position. Like, I don't have to play in visual sight of my teammate. I don't have to be in this position right here. I could actually play in the attic position over here and help my team. Help my teammate. Between the two of us, we've got all of site control. If he starts fighting somebody on trophy door and says, hey, there's somebody on trophy door, I could peek the Macy J holes right here. If I start getting pushed out of attic from this side, on this side, then provided there's nobody over here, my teammate, well, at that, if the attic is where they're pushing from, now you have to think, you have to change your position. Because being over here, you would be out of position because there's nothing that I can do from this position to help my teammate in attic defend if they're pushing in attic. But if they're pushing in games, or if they're pushing trophy, or if they're pushing the big window, I can do something, and my teammate can do something. If they're pushing all of those positions, my teammate can do something. Like he can come over here and help me with the big window. He could actually move over to kids. This is a great example. Let me just back up a second, okay? If they're pushing games or trophy, white stairs, then we stay in these two positions. If they start pushing the big window or attic, then one of the two of us needs to rotate. If they're pushing attic, then I would need to rotate over to back my teammate up, and I can play kids. I'm still keeping an eye on this size site. I've still got the big window. I've still got control of white stairs, but now from this position, I can also help swing if my teammate dies taking his gunfight here. He can, of course, fall back if he needs to. All right. If they're pushing the other side, let's say your teammate's still behind bunks and you're over here on this side and they're pushing the big window and they're aggressively pushing the big window. Well, I can't really do much about the big window from this position, and so I need to rotate. And so I would rotate into kids, watching white stairs, of course, so you don't get killed, and I can play the feed holes. And now we've created what's called a crossfire. A crossfire is when my teammate is on the other side of me, and together we are holding an angle so that if somebody funnels into that angle, they are going to die. This is a fatal funnel now, because I'm either going to get shot from the person in kids, or I'm going to get shot from the teammate over here behind bunks as soon as I hop in this window and we've won the round. I hope that this type of positioning helps you understand positioning a little bit better. These tips help you understand the differences in the two types of positioning There is solo positioning, which can protect you from different angles, which you use in combination with team positioning, recognizing where your teammates are at, where the push is coming from, and when you need to rotate to a different position to assist your team in the push. If you guys like this content, please smash that like button like I said before, and please share it with a friend. It means the world to me that you support me in this. I really appreciate all the support, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.